gentlemen, and welcome back to Alpha Day Trading. If this is your first time inside the Alpha Day Trading community, please take a moment to actually leave us a message inside the chat. Myself, other mentors, leaders, and other members inside the community would actually like to take a second to welcome you to the team. Yes, this is a pre-recorded video, so no, I do not wear the same polo every single day. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. You'll never know. And again, I just wanted to take a moment to welcome you to the team if you are new. And if you ever have any questions, comments, or concerns, please don't hesitate to let us know. That's what we're here for. Now, if you guys ever notice any issues whatsoever with the community, simply refresh your browser and that will fix almost every issue. If you notice any issues with the stream quality, scroll down to the lower right-hand side of the stream, click the settings icon and actually set it from auto to 720 or to 1080p, and that will permanently set your quality so you'll never have any issues with the live stream. Now, if you still have any issues and you've refreshed your browser and you've already changed the quality, scroll down to the bottom of the chat room page, click one-on-one support, and actually send us a ticket, and we will be able to reach out to you immediately to get everything fixed. It is our main priority to make sure you guys always have the best experience while you guys are inside the chat. So once again, my name is Josh Howerton. Welcome back to Alpha Day Trading, and if you're brand new, welcome. Day one, baby. Welcome to the Alpha Day Trading community. We're so happy to have you a part of the team. We cannot wait to work with you. And if you ever need anything whatsoever, never hesitate to reach out. We are always here to help. Let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and dive on into it. Good morning, traders! What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My goodness, I'm surprised I did that without getting a massive migraine. Let's try it. In 3, 2, 1, happy hump day! Woo! Ow! That hurt. But ladies and gentlemen, happy hump day. It is Wednesday, July 14th, little before 9 a.m., baby. What do we got going on? We got a lot of stocks moving today, team. We have a lot of opportunity. We have a lot of action. We got a lot of opportunity. We're going to dive in. We're going to hit it hard. We're going to make some money, team, right? We're going to hit it hard, and we are going to make some money. Please bear with me today, team. I do not feel good whatsoever. You guys heard me last night. I don't feel good. Get it out of your head. Well, I tried to get it out of my head. I doped up on all kinds of medicine. I woke up, and I felt even worse. So please bear with me today. I can barely talk. My mind is not focused at all. I'm probably going to be sitting on the sidelines for the most part today. If I find a really good setup, team, I'll be trading with really small size. As you guys can see, I'm up $331 on OXBR. I had 3 little scalps this morning, and the reason I'm only up $331 in OXBR I left a lot of money on the table because, again, I'm just not 100% mentally there. I want to scale back on my size and not take any kind of big loss or anything like that because, again, I'm not 100% focused and I don't feel well whatsoever. So at least I come in, I realize that, and I already know right off the bat I either need to A, not trade, or B, limit my trading and limit the type of size that I take just in case. Because, again, I'm not 100% focused. I'm not 100% mentally here in the market, ready to rock and roll. I am ready to rock and roll, don't get me wrong. But as far as taking on trades, big size, I don't want to make any bad decisions. Josh, I've been out a week. I cannot open a new window in stream. Any suggestions? Not sure what you mean there, my man. You needed to clear your cache. So when you logged in the chat for the first time, you should have got a notification that says, hey, before actually accessing chat, you need to go ahead and clear your cache in your browser for these new changes to take effect. But on my end, when you click open stream and new window, you're right, doesn't work. We'll fix on that. We'll worry about that this afternoon. I'll get that fixed. But right now, yeah, I can see that it's not able to be popped out. Let me do this for you real quick. How about I do this? For today, all right, until I get that resolved, you can actually use this direct private link, all right, and you can actually get this up over on YouTube and pop it out and drag it. That is our private link for our YouTube stream, guys, all right? So again, feel free to use that link for today, And then as soon as we get done with the stream, I'll log in. I'll do some work on the back end and see if we can't get that resolved for you guys for tomorrow. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just now tuning in, you're just now joining us, good morning and happy Wednesday, hump day. Again, I'm going to say this one more time if you're tuning in. This is not normally like me, all right? Normally I'm hyped up, energetic, mentally here, focused, ready to go. But I do not feel all that good today, team. So bear with me. Understand this is not how Josh normally is, all right? And as soon as I feel better, we will be back to normal, all right? So I don't want to waste any time today. We have quite a few stocks that we need to go ahead and review, all right? So we're going to go ahead and dive right on into it. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, please let me know. If I miss anything, let me know. I'll definitely review those tickers as well. But I think I've done a pretty good job today with narrowing down what stocks have the best opportunity. So we're going to start with the upgapper list. All right. So number one, we have DTSS. DTSS is currently up 66% in pre-market. It's trading 5 million shares compared to its 800,000. So it's trading what? 5 times. 5 relative volume. The relative volume is 5. It is trading 5 times the average daily volume of 880,000 shares, and it's a low float stock. So we have great volume. The float's low. We got a nice gap up. Why is DTSS moving up? Why is DTSS up 68% here in pre-market? Well, at 8:30, we have a really nice press release. So DTSS wholly owned subsidiary entered into several purchase and distribution agreements and further enhanced 5G messaging product availability in China. So we have a good press release. That's the catalyst. That's the reason the stock's moving on up. How would we rate this news on a scale of 1 to 10? We had this lesson yesterday. We really broke these down, right? How are we actually going to rate this press release on a scale of 1 to 10? Well, we got to start with really understanding, are these some hot keywords to look for in a hot press release, right? So what do we have? Do we have anything on DTSS that really stands out? All right, so entered into several purchase and distribution agreements. Okay, so again, what do we have? Definitive agreements. They're entering into several purchase and distribution agreements. So seems pretty definitive to me, right? Enhancing their 5G messaging product availability. So right here, what we really have is agreements, definitive agreements. They're entering into several purchase and distribution agreements. That's a 3-star keyword. So I would say, hey, that's like a 6 or a 7 on the press release. It's not super hot. It's not meeting primary endpoints, right? It's not Carl Icahn. It's not cancer related, right? It's not an 8, 9, or a 10, but it's a decent press release. It's a pretty good press release. So DTSS has some great action right now. DTSS has some great volume, and DTSS is gapping up right now, 67% here in pre-market. So we have the catalyst. We have the news, right? We have the volume. Got a low float stock. Now let's go ahead and dive into those technicals. How high can DTSS go? Or how low could it drop? All right. So with that being said, right now we know we have this $4.94 to $5 resistance here on DTSS. I had some traders over on TikTok asking me, where do we get in? I said, well, we need to wait for that proper reversal and confirmation over one of these key levels of support. We actually had that confirmation over our 463, and look at that, boom, almost into the high of day, almost into resistance. It did pull back once again, respected 463 to the penny, boom, new high of day right up into our third target. We had a 430 target, a 463, and a 494. We've absolutely crushed all 3 of these targets. Look at this big window of opportunity. If we stay above 494, all right, and we break 5 here coming on up, a nice, clean, proper break over 5. And as long as we're above this 494, which we're really fighting for right now, we have a lot of room up to 572, team. A lot of room to 572. Next target, look, we're starting to see DTSS get some action over 5 here. So keep DTSS on high watch over that 494 $5 mark, team. We do have a lot of room to 572 here on DTSS. And right now, DTSS getting some nice action. New high day at 519. Anything over 572 here on DTSS. This one does have room to $6.22. Anything over 622, look at that. We have a lot of room. A lot of room. All the way up towards around 735. A lot of room to 82. Let's just call it 875, right? We know that 875 number for some reason with penny stacks. And then we have 10 bucks. So if we really look at DTSS team, right? We have some overhead resistance, but from resistance to resistance, from target to target, there's big windows of opportunity. I mean, again, look, from 494, we have all this room to 572. Then it's pretty tight, right? About 50 cents. But over 622, boom, we have room to run $1. Over 735, boom, room to run over $1. Anything over 874, 875, boom, a lot of room to run over $1. So DTSS, right? We have the catalyst. We have the news. It's pretty good news. We have really good volume. We're trading like 7 times the average daily volume right now. We have a 6 million in float stock, so it's low. We know the stock could absolutely rip and run. And the technical analysis shows us that, hey, we can go on a nice big spike. We have a lot of opportunity to break these levels of resistance and rip. Break these levels of resistance and rip and run, right? We don't have any really strong key, resistance levels that suggest, hey, we only have 50 cents of room to the upside before we possibly start fading on off, right? DTSS, I think right now this is our number one stock team. DTSS, new high a day. 546, 550. Look at this. It's ripping and running team. Look at that. Woo, buddy. Who got in on DTSS? I know someone did. I know someone got in on DTSS. So again, DTSS is definitely going to be my number one stock that I'm watching. Again, I like the news. I like the flow. I like the volume. I like how well the technicals are holding on up, right? The technicals are beautiful. They're clean. They're consistent. It's easy to read. It's easy to gauge. I think we have a lot of great opportunity in easy trading today on DTSS team. All right, moving on. Number 2, what do we have? All right, OXBRW, those are the warrants. SLAMW, those are the warrants. Number 2, technically on the leaderboard, it's going to be NINM. All right, so it's going to be MINM. Where are you getting your press releases? Well, I subscribe to Scans, but you can also see your press releases right through TD Ameritrade on these tickers, right? I subscribe for about $100 a month to Scans, but once again, you can get these press releases right here on TD Ameritrade in their press release tab per ticker. MINM is gapping up, right? It is gapping up 41% right now. It's trading ridiculous volume. Now, again, this seems pretty damn low. This average daily volume seems way too low at 21,000 shares a day. Let's go ahead and verify that. Let's go ahead and validate that over on yahoofinance.com. All right, let's go ahead and validate this real quick. yahoofinance.com. And let's go look at MINM. Is that really 21,000 shares that's traded on average? Yes, it really is. Look at that. So this is trading exceptional volume. This is trading ridiculous relative volume on NIMN. But here's the deal. There's no news here on MINM. There's no news whatsoever. I want you guys to see these scanners, so I'll go ahead and remove my beautiful face for you guys. There's no news, right? So again, let's go through that checklist. All right, how good's the catalyst? Well, I mean, there's no news, so we give news a big old goose egg, a big 0. All right, so we could also have technical catalysts, right? Let's look at that daily chart. Okay, well, I mean, I don't really see a great daily technical catalyst, so right there, I'm going to have to score box number 1 at a 0, right? Box number 1 is catalyst, right? When we're doing our pre-market stock selection, right? Box number 1, point number 1 is catalyst. Is it news, or is there a daily technical setup? I can't really check news because there's no news. I can't check daily technical setup because the daily chart doesn't really show any kind of like really great technical setup. So I'm going to have to give it like a 1. All right, so right there. How good's the catalyst, right? Is it a 7, 8, 9, 10? No, it's a 1. Sucks, right? Volume. All right, well, we got really, really, really good volume here on MINM, all right? What's the float? The float's 11 million. It's a low float stock. The technicals. Right, the last piece of the puzzle, the technicals. Well, let's go ahead and just do that real quick. We see that spiking high at 516. We see that spiking high at 570. Let's go back in the left a little bit. And let's open this up to all time, max available. And let's go back as far as we can here. So this is the highest the stock has really ever been. The highest the stock's ever been was $5.70. We hit $7 this morning, right? Right now, the most recent spiking high was $5.16. So that's going to be a decent little level of support right there around $5.16. But you can also throw a little bit of an uptrend on this play, right? So we do have this nice uptrend coming into the third point. We'll keep MINM on watch. I'm going to say, hey, it's a back burner play, guys. There's no catalyst. There's no credible reason for this stock to be gapping up. But it has really, really good volume for some reason. Again, on average, it trades 20,000 shares. Today, it's trading 8 million shares. That is ridiculously good volume. All right, so with that being said, I want to keep MINM on watch as a back burner play. Back burner play, MINM. Has good volume. It's a low float stock. Just understand there's no volume. There's no news. So again, it's just one of those things like if we go look at DTSS, it meets our criteria even better. Look at that. We just hit our second target team of 622 without any issues. So again, from that 494, and it held beautifully. Look at that. We were talking about it right here. As long as it holds 494 and it breaks over 5, you guys are good. What happened? Held 494. Broke 5. It actually closed over 5. Look at that. Hasn't even pulled back yet. It hit first target, second target, 622. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Traders are making money on YouTube. I see the comments right now. Good shit, guys. Good stuff. Go ahead and send me half of your profits. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so when we look at DTSS, we say, what's the catalyst? Well, it has good news. What's the volume? It's good volume. What's the float? What's the technical suggest? We take DTSS, and now let's go compare it, right, to MINM. Which stock do you think you really want to be focused on right out of the gate? I want to focus on DTSS, right? Because again, it meets all that criteria. It has good volume, it has a low float, it has good news, and the technicals look a lot better on DTSS than they do on MINM. So I do want to add MINM as a back burner. All right, that's it. I'm not focused on it right out of the gate. It's not a top 3 pick for me. It's a back burner play that I want to see if it continues to move on up. All right, moving on. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the leaderboard. OXBR. All right, OXBR up 39%, trading 13.4 million shares, and against its average daily volume of 1.46. So we do have great volume here. We have a low float. Go back to number 1. What is the news? Do we have a catalyst? Right? So here we go. OXBR 712. Custodian Ventures late Tuesday, this was last night, disclosed a 9.9% stake in the company and stated, said expressed desire to work with company to explore strategic options. So basically, we had Custodian Ventures jump in and disclosed their 9.9% equity stake in OXBR. That right here is why we saw this stock ripping and running last night from around 335, hitting those post-market highs of 550, just to pretty much give everything back, all the way back down the floor, and get a very nice pop here this morning. I like OXBR. OXBR doesn't look bad at all, right? I see one big possible breakout coming on up. We have a push into 550. Nice big pullback. Now let's go ahead and measure this pullback. Was that about a 50% pullback? Let's go ahead and mark our level off the low. Let's run it up to the high. Where did we pull back to? The 61.8 fib, right? Put in a decent little double bottom. Whoop, right back up to 550. Let's do the same thing here. From that low, let's run it up to those highs. Are we respecting the fibs? Well, yeah, look, we were respecting the 38.2 here during that consolidation. Right here, we bounced off that 50% fib. Right there, you can see we bounced. We tried the hold. But since we've been below the 50, what has that 50 been doing? Been holding this down as resistance. We came down, we tried to bounce off the 61.8. Right now, we're right in that OTE zone. Right now, we're right in what we call that optimal trade entry zone, right around that 450 mark. So I want to keep OXBR on watch. I want to see at the lowest if we can definitely stay above that 78.6 fib. Ideally, staying right around the 450s and higher would be absolutely awesome. If we ever re-break the 482 mark, I'd be looking to take this long back up into the 550s. So again, we have a lot of resistance right around $4.82 here on OXBR. If we get back above 482, I would be looking to take this long back up to those highs of 550, and who knows, maybe it breaks over 550. We have room to 586. Once we start breaking over 586, I mean, how high could OXBR go? Well, the first target that I see over 586 would be all the way up towards around 669, right? 669, all the way up towards around 785. We have that spiking high up towards around 875. And then we have this most recent spiking high of 692. So those are going to be our overhead targets, right? So again, breaking, trading over 482, I'm looking to take it long up to the high of day, 550s, 560s, right? A break over that level, we could see it up towards around 586 to $6. Then we start having fun on OXBR. We have room to 669. We have room to 785. We have room to 875. I'm going to make it 875, right? Then we have room to 962, this prior spiking high here on OXBR. So OXBR right now looks like crap, right? Let's be honest. Right now, OXBR looks like crap. No, he's not, huh? I want 10%. Yeah, so again, OXBR, I mean, it doesn't look all that great, but it has a good press release, right? It has good volume. It's a low float stock. It shows potential to have a lot of room to the upside, right? There's potential. You look at the technicals. This stock has a lot of potential to rip and run to the upside, but we have to actually get back above that 482 first. So again, sit back, be patient, wait for that A+ setup, and wait for this stock to give you an opportunity to get involved with it to make some profits, Steve. So again, OXBR definitely being added to the watch list. It's on the watch list. It's going to be my number 2 watch. Again, my number 1 watch is DTSS. My number 2 watch is OXBR. MINM is a back burner play. Look at this. We have EARS starting to move on up. EARS is a new one that I have yet to talk about. What's going on here? EARS right at 9 o'clock, right? They announced publication of data from preclinical studies, right? Nasal spray in prevention and mitigation of COVID-2. All right, so they're announcing, okay, so they announced the publication of data from preclinical studies. All right, now you got to really dive into this and see if it was good data, right? Right now, we already know that EARS is a former runner. EARS is a former supernova play. I can't say how many times EARS has ripped and run ridiculously over my lifetime of, trading over the last 7 years. I mean, the last spike on EARS was from around 88 cents all the way up to 655. Last one after that was from around 275 all the way up to 616. EARS is a former runner, all right? So we have news on EARS. That press release dropped right at 9 o'clock. Within the last 18 minutes, EARS has traded about 870,000 shares, almost 1 million shares. So we have good volume creeping on into EARS, all right? Let's go ahead and look at our technicals real quick. Man, I'm actually not doing all that bad for feeling like shit. Good stuff, Josh. You're doing all right. You're doing okay. So we're just looking at all these spiking highs, right? We're really just looking at all of these spiking highs. So our one spiking high, boom, look at that, high a day, all right? Anything over high a day, boom, we have room to 412. Anything over 412, boom, room to 433. Anything over 433, a lot of resistance around 450 and 457. But then, look at that, boom, got a lot of room to 5, then a lot of room to 550. So, EARS, when we look at it, look at all this resistance right here. Look at all this resistance that we have to clear before we can even see the break of 450 to 5 and then 550. When we have more room, right? We have 50-cent window here. We got a 50-cent window here. But here it's like, what? Like 15 cents, 15 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents. We have a lot of resistance overhead on EARS. So we have news. We look good on volume. Again, we've only been trading for about 19 minutes, and EARS has already traded almost 1 million shares in the last 19 minutes. So the volume will go over the average volume. We already know that. The float on EARS is low, but the technicals, right? Look at the technicals. You got a lot of resistance overhead. The question from somebody yesterday was, how do you know if a stock is going to pop or drop? How do you know which stock has better likelihood of spiking and running during the day versus dropping, right? Again, there's no set indicator. It really comes down to doing what we're doing right now. Is there a reason for the stock to be moving? What's the volume? What's the flow? looking at the technicals. Look at the technicals on EARS. You have a lot of resistance overhead. Go look at the technicals on DTSS. You have more open windows on DTSS. So they both have news. They both have good volume. They both have a low float. Which one has the best opportunity to rip and run? Well, let's look again, DTSS. Look at that big window that it had, and it broke, and it shot on up through that big window from 494 up to 572, then 622 team. We have a lot of room to run on DTSS, looking at the technicals. Now we go look at EARS, right? Again, news, volume, float. But look at all this resistance overhead. So if I had to sit here and choose based on those four things, right? I would say DTSS has better likelihood of ripping and running today in providing us better opportunity and more movement to the upside versus EARS. Really, when you take and look at that last piece of the technicals, right? So I still want to keep EARS on watch. EARS is a former mover. We could see a lot of hype with EARS today. Again, it has volume, it has news, it's a low float. Definitely going to keep this one on watch. But I'm still watching DTSS as my #1 stock team, right? DTSS has a lot of great opportunity. OXBR, we'll see. Right now it's looking a little weak, right? Looking a little weak. What do we have next? SGOC's moving up again. Let's go look at SGOC real quick. SGOC. All right, so now SGOC's getting some hype. At 746, they regain compliance with NASDAQ after filing their annual reports. All right, so SGOC was a runner from what? Last Friday. This stock going from around 230, spiking all the way to $27 just to get some more action right now. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and dive into a 1 hour chart. Let's really try and fine tune our levels before the market opens. So right here, boom, we're going to have resistance right around 1831. Right around, boom, right there. We're going to have some resistance at 1315. Where support at? Support we would put right back down towards around 1128. And why? Look at that consolidation before, boom, it shot up. Look at that resistance. Look at that resistance. 1128 right now, since we're above 1128, prior resistance is now support. Now we have room to 1315. Why is that? We got rejected. We bounced as support. 1315 is a great level. Anything over 1315 up into the 1533s. And then we have a lot of room to 1831, right? Anything over 1831, boom, 23, 24 bucks. And then we could see it all the way back up and towards the 27. So SGOC, we're definitely adding SGOC to our watch list. So we got SGOC, EARS, MINM, that's below the trend line. That's coming off watch. CEI, all right, so CEI has news. CEI announces a $15 million investment from an institutional investor. So again, it has decent news. CEI is receiving a large sum of money from an institutional investor. We go look at CEI. The only thing I don't like about it, it's a $60 million in float stock, but it's also 60 cents. So it doesn't really take a lot to get this going. Right now, it just doesn't have a lot of, action towards it. Right now, CEI just doesn't have a lot of, action, right? All the traders are on DTSS. All the traders are on SGOC, right? There's a lot of traders on XELA. But if we really look at it, guys, oh, there we go. MDIA. Mid-candle, motherfuckers. Sorry. MDIA, mid-candle possibility today. We got about 5 minutes to go. I want to really take the time to focus on the top stocks that I'm really, really looking at, right? So we're looking at, again, top three. SGOC. We're definitely looking at SGOC. We're definitely watching DTSS out of the gate, all right? And it's a mix between OXBR and EARS. So let's just say we have 4 stocks that we're going to watch out of the gate, right? The top 2 are definitely SGOC and DTSS, right? And then it's a mix between EARS and it's a mix between OXBR, all right? But we're still going to be watching those 4 stocks right out of the gate. We actually alerted this yesterday in chat for everybody. Right, we alerted this yesterday before 10 o'clock, right? We were talking about MDIA. It's on our morning newsletter. We were talking about MDIA on high watch for the mid-candle breakout formation today. I'm actually in this trade right now, right? I'm actually in MDIA from pre-market right around these lows because I really want, on my small account, by the way, Because again, I know that sometimes we come down, we gap down, and then we pop. I want to get in at a very low point before everybody else, just in case we start to see this get some action. Again, we would have a lot of room on MDIA back up towards around 1740 to retest those highs. Anything over those highs, it has room to $20. All right, so we do have a lot of opportunity today, and a lot of great potential here on MDIA. Once we get back above $10, team, again, this thing can really start taking on off. Again, we have to clear 1371 before we see 1740. So right now, it's all about getting back over $10. Getting that pop up to 1370, and then anything over 1370, boom. We have a lot of room to 1766. We have a lot of room to $20. So this is my high alert, high watch, back burner play. MDIA. I want everybody's eyes on MDIA today, as this stock can definitely take on off of this mid-candle breakout formation, team. All right, so we got our back burner play, which is MDIA. We have our top stocks that we're watching right out of the gate are going to be SGOC. We're watching EARS. We're watching DTSS. And we're watching OXBR. We're definitely going to be keeping XELA on watch as well. All right, so again, XELA broke that 482, boom, right up to 518. Our next level of resistance here on XELA is going to be 542 to 550. But once you break over that level, look at the room you have to 609. You got a lot of room to 609. So once you pop over 550 on XELA, there should be no reason why you don't get that next leg up towards around 6 to 609 there on XELA. I think we have better opportunity today, team. Right? I think the mob's still a little scattered. I still think traders are a little scattered between some of these plays. I personally think DTSS has some of the best opportunity today. So my number one watch, right, coming into the start of the day, my number one watch is going to be DTSS, followed by my back burner, sleeper play, the mid-candle breakout, MDIA. All right, so those are my top two plays. And right now, I really like DTSS. It's really been clean. It's been consistent. The technicals are being honored. Again, I think we have a lot of great opportunity here on DTSS. So yep, right now, if we really fine-tune XELA, your support's at 488. Right, you're going to have a little bit of support right there around that 488. Right, you want to get the break over 520, run up to 550. Once we break 550, you have a lot of room to 6. Good morning, Jose. What's up? What is crack-a-lackin', my man? Just to make sure if you guys are tuning in late, make sure you guys are in the stream. Live stream's up. We start every morning at 9 o'clock for the commentary. But good morning. So everybody inside the chat, everybody over on YouTube, we got 55 seconds. Give me a big good morning right now. If you are in the stream on YouTube, if you are inside the chat, I want everybody giving me a big good morning. Let's get fired up. Let's get hyped up, and let's have an awesome day, team. Cedric, Halo Man, Ed, Azim, Caitlin, everybody, DBDB, good morning. Inside the chat, Sunny Money, B Moose, Wade, Trader Girl Beth, Jose, Cole, Wade, Casey, Trader King. Ow! What's going on, Chris? Good morning. My goodness. We got a lot of traders inside the chat today, but a lot still not here. What's going on? Markets open, team. Let's have some fun. Let's make some money. So SGOC, nice little flag out of pre-market here. So SGOC has a nice little flag here out of pre-market. I like SGOC a lot. Maybe a washout down to that 11.28 there on SGOC. Again, 11.28 washout long on SGOC, followed by a little bit of a bounce back over 12 maybe. EARS, looking a little weak at the start. CEI, not doing anything. DTSS. There's a little washout long on DTSS. Watch for the possible bounce right at that 575 mark. Watch for the bounce right around that 575 here on DTSS. XELA, nice little pop over the highs. Room to that 550 team. MDIA, as long as it's not dropping below 775, we have potential to break over the 950 and start the run up. But right now, it cannot drop below that 775 there on MDIA. So I'm still watching DTSS. DTSS is my #1 watch at this point in time. So here's your decreasing volume pullback on XCLA. As long as we're holding above that 515, you have room back up to 542 and 550 team there on XCLA. As long as we're staying above that 515 to 520, we do have a possible next leg up into the 542s, 550s there over on XCLA. MDIA, we don't want to see it below that 775. We want to go ahead and see if we can break over that 950 to really start seeing some action move in for that possible mid-candle breakout formation team. OXBR is looking pretty nice as well. OXBR is trying to go for 950. There's 9.8. Okay, here we go. Here we go. MDIA, let's see. MDIA, let's see if we actually start getting this ripping and running. MDIA team, right now. MDIA is trying to get that go for 10 for that mid candle. Let's see if it's going to get it. Our limit up, limit down right now on MDIA is going to be 980. So if we have another like 50 cents in us, maybe we can see a nice little halt here on MDIA right up above 10 bucks. Maybe right around that 990. 10 bucks here on MDIA. It's trying to get a little bit of a hype, trying to get a little bit of action right now there on MDIA. Got rejected right again at 950 though. We got to see this up over that 950 mark. See if we start getting that mid-candle breakout formation. Let's see if MDIA has it in it. SGOC halted. SGOC halted. Nice washout long, followed by a nice little red to green move. So right now, SGOC, we got a halt right around 934. So we're looking at 930, 940 for the unhalt on SGOC. Let's see if MDIA is going to get that mid-candle team. This was our back burner sleeper for the mid-candle, a pop over 10. Let's see if we get a halt. Right now, the halt level is 10.16 over on MDIA. We have to break 10. You got to see this breaking over 10 bucks here. So I'm definitely looking for a halt strategy here on SGOC. So I'm definitely looking for a halt strategy here on SGOC. This one will be live at 9:39:39. 9:39:39. So that's what we're looking at here. So we still got a couple minutes to go here on SGOC. EARS isn't doing anything, team. CEI trying to break over that 63 in VWAP. This one would have room up to like 68, 69, 70, and then 75. So what's my plan for SGOC? My plan for SGOC is to see this stock gapping up over 13, washing out back down into the 1286, 1290s, and then see the follow through for the bounce, possibly into the second halt here on SGOC. But it would have to gap up over $13 here on SGOC. Want to see the gap up over $13, it to pull back aggressively right into the halt level, and then immediately pop and squeeze. We have room to 15 bucks. CEI over 62 cents. We have room to 68 cents. All right, so CEI over 62 cents. We do have room to 68 cents first. Watch DTSS for a possible leg up to push into those highs. If we break over that 684, your next target is $7.35, team. I'm rooting for MDIA because I have a small account trade here on MDIA, looking to see if we can get that pop over 10. So I'm rooting for MDIA. Let's see if we start to get that mid candle. If not, I got to stop out under 8. We will be live here in a few moments here on SGOC, team. So SGOC, we will be live here very, very soon. We'll be live at 9:39:39, so we got about 20 seconds to go. SGOC. Right now I got bids at 14, 13, 15. That's fine. We need to see this up over $13 out of the halt. We will be live here in about 5 seconds. 5 seconds here on SGOC. We should be live. It's a 5-minute halt. We should be live if it's a 5-minute halt. We'll get a few more seconds. Should be 9:39:39, and we are running into a, looks like a 10-minute halt here on SGOC. So we still have a little bit more time. So we're looking at 9:44:39. 9:44:39. We have about a minute, 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go. So that's going to be a 10-minute halt here on SGOC. AMC, I've been saying this for weeks. It has room to fill the gap down at 33. Yep, we also have AHPI halted to the upside. This was a prior runner yesterday that we had on watch for another day of continuation. We got to trade over 7 here. We have to trade over $7. Right? We need to stay above 7. We would have some nice room to the upside right up until like 8. Right up towards around 968. Then up into the $10 area. They're over on AHPI, currently halted. I like SGOC better, team. I like SGOC better for the halt strategy here. So this is the one I'm focused on. SGOC, looking at 944.39. So about 3 more minutes to go. I know you guys are saying RCAT is halted as well. Halted, live, selling on off a little bit. Let's see if MDIA has any juice in it. Let's see if MDIA has any juice to get this nice push for a higher high over 10. Then we would have a nice little uptrend here to start our day, and that would really help us get this thing going, possibly up towards around like $13.70. Maybe a quick little ascending triangle breakout here on MDIA. Right over that 950. Let's see. MDIA, this has to start going. This has to put in that higher high. This one has to possibly break 10 here for me to stay in this trade. MDIA, let's see. Here we go. Can we start pushing up? Can we break 10 here? Can we break 10 on MDIA? We have the volume. We have the higher low. We got to put in the higher high. We have to break over 10 bucks, team. Right now, I'm putting a hard stop in the system on this trade right below the prior low at $8.50. So right now, MDIA selling 50 shares. It's a stop order, and we're going 8.49 on the stop. So right now, sell 50 shares, stop $8.49 right underneath that low. Actually, yeah, we're looking at like 8.50. We'll just go 8.49 call today, and we'll go ahead and hit sell. And we got a hard stop in the system. Let's see if MDIA gets that mid-candle breakout. Let's see if MDIA starts getting that mid-candle breakout, team. Got to break 10 here. SGOC, we got a minute left. All right, let's get ready. SGOC coming live here soon. 944.39, team. SGOC, 944.39 is the halt. Come on, baby. MDIA. It technically put in a higher high, so we have a nice little uptrend. So my stop is underneath that prior low. All right, MDIA pushing over 10. Let's see if we get that mid-candle. Let's get a halt there on MDIA. Right now, I'm watching the live here on SGOC out of the halt. Right now, I have bids at 1341, 1350. We have about 5 seconds to go. I did not get filled. I did not get filled on that. So I'm canceling my orders. Imagine you guys getting filled right around 13. Woo, buddy. Quick little dot. Yeah, my goodness. That's what I'm talking about. I did not get filled there on SGOC, though. SGOC has room to 1533 next. CEI. This one has to hold above 62 cents if you guys are interested. Right now, you have a possible little uptrend here. So as long as this is above 62, we could see a higher high come on in. DTSS, not doing anything. XELA, not doing anything. MDIA, trying to get that mid-candle breakout. All right, keep on going for us. Keep moving on in. Volume, volume, volume. MDIA, let's go. Where's our halt level right now on MDIA? Halt level is 1071. If we squeeze 1071, we could definitely see a halt, and that would be very, very nice for MDIA to really get that continuation move to the upside. Right now, she's fighting for it, baby. She's fighting for it. SGOC right up to our level. Look at that, 1533, pretty much to the penny there. You had a limit order at 1293 and got filled, but it filled you at 1401. That makes no sense. Now, was it a limit market order, or was it like a pure limit order? Right? Because I know sometimes you can do like a stop market to get filled. But was it a limit? Like a legit limit? I would call your broker and be like, hey, I had a limit order at 1293. What do you mean I got filled at 14 bucks? Get out of here. Readjust it. Give me my money. But you're still in the profit, dude. You're still in the profit. You're up a little. You're about $1 right now. 60 cents. You were $1 at one point. Definitely would have been locking in those profits. Again, CEI, guys, over 62 cents. You have room to 68. CEI looks really good. CEI looks great. You could definitely see this higher low push over 62. You guys have room to 68 cents next. DTSS has room to fall to 494. All right, so DTSS has room to fall to 494. Right now, MDIA though, team. MDIA is still trying to get that leg on up. I like the increased volume. I like this healthy pullback, decreasing volume pullback, possibly into 4 different support levels, right? You got the 9, you got the VWAP, you have the prior high, you have a decent little uptrend as well here on MDIA. So I'm definitely looking at this one as well for the possible next leg up. You got 1 push, 2, get the pullback, nice third leg up, maybe into a halt. Right now I'm watching MDIA. Let's see if MDIA is going to get the new high here. I'm still holding strong. I'm up $100. Let's see if MDIA can get that new high here. We got to break over 1050. $10.30 on the ask. Bids are starting to tighten up the spread a little bit. There we got 1030s. 1040. We got to break 1050 here. This has to break 1050. We could see a lot of hype and a lot of volume move into this play, guys. A lot of hype and a lot of volume can definitely move in over that 1050. We need to start seeing this over 1050, team. If not, it could be a double top, and I am going to take my small little base hit profit. I want to give this a go to see if we can get 1050 here. Got to start breaking out here. Got to see it over 1050 here. There's 1050, 1060. There we go. It's got to hold on up now. It's got to hold on up. As long as the ask stays over that 1050, I'm happy. Let's keep running on in, buyers. Let's keep. I'm up $300. I'm up $400. I'm going to lock it up. $398 on MDIA. I'm taking those profits. I'm still in on my small account too. Woo, buddy. $60 on the small account. Let's go ahead and lock in some profits here. Let's go ahead and close that stop order. See, this is why I hate Webull, guys. Like, I'm trying to close my stop order and I can't. Weird. Orders. pending, canceled, working, here, cancel order. Okay. There we go. We're making some money right now, team. We're making some money right now, team. That's what I'm talking about. MDIA. Let's go ahead and take half. Are we getting halted? Are we halted on MDIA? Fuck yeah! Let's go! What's going on with us today, team? I'm sick as shit. We're over here making money. Woohoo! My goodness. MDIA. Back burner sleeper play. No one's watching this stuff. Why are we watching it? Because we know what's going on here. We know what's going on. What am I up on the small account? Small account, I'm up $80. I only took 50 shares. Again, team, I'm only usually trading about 500 bucks on my small account. $500 per trade. So what is that? That is a 16% gain. And we're halted. I'm looking for the gap up, baby. Looking for the gap up. Let's get an order ready. So when we do gap up, we'll be good to go. So right now, MDIA, I have 50 shares. Let's sell 25. Market order. We're going to sell this when it comes out of the halt. And I'm going to hold a little bit to see how high this bad boy wants to go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we wanted to see. Mid-candle breakout. Let's go! Now, if we start breaking 1370, that's when that mid-candle really starts to form. And boom, we got a lot of room to $17.40. Oh, my goodness, team. We're absolutely crushing it. We're crushing DTSS. We're crushing XELA. Woo, buddy. And we absolutely crushing MDIA. That's what I'm talking about. So right now, the number one stock that I'm focused on, team, is MDIA. I'm up $629. Man, I didn't realize how much I was up. What do we got here in chat? Jose, OXBR, $217. Ow! All right, team, let's go ahead and follow Jose's lead. Let's go ahead and get those profits up in profits chat. So what time was MDIA halted? 9:51:15. We're looking at 9:56:15. So we still got a little bit of time here. And Josh is feeling better. Yeah, you start giving me some money. You start giving me some profits. I feel great. Woo! 138% on DTSS. Ow! That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff. Good work. Yo, DTSS is still in play, too. Right, DTSS is definitely still in play. Throw yourself a nice little downtrend on the stock. All right, we're just looking for that textbook downtrend break. That's all we're kind of looking for. Nice, Cole on the small account, $65. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. We got a nice little small account day right now, right? We're taking MDIA, a nice little small account trade there. Currently up $81. Again, I got my finger on the trigger. Sit back waiting for the stock to go live. Again, we'll be live at 9:56:15. We got about a minute to go. So right now, our number one play is MDIA, followed by DTSS. All right, followed by DTSS. AHPI. Maybe on watch tomorrow for the same thing that we were watching on MDIA, right? Possible mid-candle. So right now, MDIA is it's what we're watching. We got a gap up around 12 maybe. I got bids at 12. Again, we should be live in the next minute. Should be live in the next minute here on MDIA. Gonna have my finger on the trigger, right? So right now my finger's on the trigger. Again, I know when we're gonna be live. 9:16:15. I'm sorry, 9:56:15. 9:56:15. So we got a few seconds left. So again, I have 50 shares. I'm up 80 bucks. I'm stupid if I don't take half. So right now I'm going to sell half my position, 25 shares. I'm going to market order out because it's going to be fast. MDIA. And now I'm just waiting for this to go live. As soon as we go live, I'm ready to go. Right now I got bids at 11.26. We may not even see this gap up. We got 11.80 now. That's good. Right now we should be live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gap up, sell, out. Sold half. Where'd I get filled at? I got filled at 11.65. Not bad. We're still squeezing here on MDIA. Still squeezing here on MDIA. We start dropping back below 11.20. I'm out. Right now, MDIA is looking good, looking sweet. Come on, keep paying the team. Keep paying the team, MDIA. Want to see buyers over 12. I'm out. I'm out of MDIA. 100%. I'm out. I'm out. Small account trade, locking it in. Money, baby. Money. What did we make on that small account trade? MDIA, what was it? $97 on the small account. Let's go. That's a good trade right there. I'm up $100 in the last 2 days. I'm actually up a little bit more. Yesterday I was like at 5,200 bucks. I'm up $150 in the last 2 days on the small account. Never really using any more than $500 of capital per trade. Look at all these just solid green trades. I had one last night on RCAT where I lost $17. Wow, 17 bucks, Josh. That's it. Keeping those losses small, keeping those losses tight. MDIA, 97 bucks on the small account. Not bad. Feeling good. Feeling great. Good time to get on out, too. It's halted to the downside. Great time to get on out of that trade. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely love it. So right now, main account, $6.29 on the day. Small account, nice little, 90 bucks over there on MDIA. $97. Call it 100 bucks on the day. Not bad for the small account, baby. Not bad at all. All right, so now, the fact that we're halted down on MDIA, it could still pop, it could still run, but I'm not a fan of the halt to the downside, so we'll just have to kind of be patient with this and just sit back and see if it sets back up. We do have our prior level of support, 963, which is right along the lines of the uptrend as well. AHPI is just on watch for tomorrow. DTSS. I like DTSS. We broke the downtrend. We're retesting the downtrend as support, and it's also a higher low. Right? And it's also a higher low. So I do like DTSS here. Right? Again, we have 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4. The breakout, right? 0.4 breakout, coming back down and testing that downtrend resistance as support, trying to put in this possible higher low, right, for the next leg up here on DTSS. I would keep this one on high watch. Your stops would go underneath that following low, right? Your stops would be underneath that prior low there on DTSS if we get the reversal. So if you were looking to grab this for the reversal, your stops would be underneath 510. Right, first attempt at VWAP, pulling back, retesting the downtrend resistance as new support. Higher low, looking for the break over the VWAP. Boom, you got room to 6. Stops are under $5.10 on DTSS. Right now, SGOC looking a little weak. Again, DTSS probably is the #1 play that traders are focused on for this double bottom, higher low reversal off of the downtrend as new support. So right now, watching DTSS here, a possible reversal. MDIA was halted at 9:57:48. This one will be live at 9:02:48. So we got about 40 seconds to go. SGOC starting to pop on up a little bit. There we go. We're getting halted. I love this halt. I love it. Absolutely love it. The fact that we're halted right at the high. So not only do we have the halt area to help hold this up as support for the bounce, right, after the gap up, but we also have those highs of around 1611. So right now we are halted 609 here on SGOC. We would want to see a gap up maybe like 1640 or above, wash out to the halt level. Boom. We have a lot of room to we have a lot of room to $18.31 here on SGOC. Right? So again, I'm watching SGOC for the halt strategy coming on up. MDIA is live. MDIA is currently live at this time. The only thing that we really know we have is this prior high, hold up as support, as well as this uptrend. So if we can sit here and level on off, give us a nice little base right above the uptrend, right above support, we do have potential for another leg up here on MDIA. So everybody over on YouTube, awesome day, awesome work, way to crush it, way to kill it. I mean, we've called quite a few things this morning, and I know some of you guys are making profits. I know a lot of traders in chat are making some profits as well. If you guys missed the coupon, I do apologize. I gave you guys a couple days to jump on board with that nice little 25% off. We had about 15 to 20 of you guys, sign on up and join the team, man. That's awesome. Love having you guys inside of chat. I love working with you. But team, you know how it is. 10 o'clock, we drop it. My full undivided attention is for everybody inside of chat the rest of the day. So if you're ready to take your trading to the next level and just stop getting 30 minutes to an hour, go ahead and just join the team. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? You guys are missing out. You guys have been here long enough to see that we don't play around. We're here to have fun. We're here to make money. We're here to crush it every single day in the market. So join the team. Go to alphadaytrading.com. Sign on up. Have some fun, make some money, take your trading to the next level. If you don't join, it's all good. I'll see you tomorrow bright and early here over on YouTube, 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until tomorrow, happy and safe trading. Have a good rest of your day. I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning.